What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Mystic Watch, and you probably have an idea of what today's video is going to be. But I uploaded my first Punishing Gray Raven video a few days ago, and if you guys weren't familiar with who I am or what I was doing, I don't know if I mentioned in that video, but I'm doing a coding bootcamp, and my schedule is pretty abysmal, right? So if I go to like my Google Calendar, it is 11-hour days, right? This is like 10 a.m. start, going to 9 p.m. finish, with like an hour lunch and an hour dinner that I sometimes don't get. So it's like 11 hours straight of work for the most part. And when I'm done, I don't want to do anything, and I like just want to go to bed, wake up, and like do it for the next day. So I mean, that's my current situation. So I will try to be uploading. It might just be infrequently, or only a few times a week. So I am playing. I cannot play too much, but I am enjoying the game, right? The game is fun. The game at its core is fun. And I wanted to preface that before going into the rest of this topic. So you might have been familiar or have heard of already some of the controversy that's going on. And all this controversy stems from a change in rewards and a change in a couple things from the CN launch or the JP launch to the global launch. And that's causing a bit of a stir, which I also agree with the general sentiment that I'm not a fan of. So you can skip a little bit ahead if you already know what's going on. I'm gonna go over the response in a little bit, but for now I'm just gonna explain very quickly what the issues were. So there was three primary issues. One is right here on this bottom left. I'll make this full screen so it's a little bit easier to see. But you have this on the bottom left, this energy recovery operation. This is an event that is like a temporary event that's going to run until, as of right now, 7:31, but it's been extended. And the way this works is you do tasks, which are just like, if you just like play the game for, like, you're just playing the game normally and you come here, you probably did all your tasks anyways. So you come here, you collect all of these, and these are battery cells. These are the thing that you use to actually move up or collect your rewards in this event. And you have one more over here, cumulative task. Now what this actually does is it's like, hey, you got 20, you can roll, you do some funny rolling thing and you get a certain amount of points, and depending on your luck, you get more points or less points or so on. I think if you get the absolute worst you can get is 250 per roll. But yeah, the goal is to do this every single day, and eventually you'll get to the top and get your stuff like you want. Like the big things are the summons, always, weapon R&D here. No, that's not it, sorry. Event construct R&D ticket. Then you have this like wide, this is like a second portion of that, and so on. So you have like, you pretty much always want the tickets, right? Like you want these tickets every single time. Tickets are good. Tickets are summons. Now the issue is, you need to spend black cards to actually finish this. Unless you like super min-max and you get lucky, because there's RNG involved, right? The points are not the same every single time. You have to get lucky on your rolls. But yeah. Or you can continue to get 4 more spins a day by spending 500 black cards. And that's an issue. That is poor game design. You should not force people to spend the premium currency of the game in order to finish some sort of event. Events should be able to be completed completely by free-to-play players. Or you go the other way, you go the battle pass route, and you say, hey, here's some free portions and here's some paid portions. But the free-to-play players should be able to collect all their free rewards without spending $1, right? Without spending anything, not even spending money, right? I mean like spending the in-game currency. You should not have to spend any of this amount. So that was issue number 1. Issue number 2 is pricing is really bootleg in this game. You just have like these like awkward prices of things and awkward amounts of rainbow cards that you get, and nothing is normal. For example, let's say you wanted weekly pass or this like monthly pass A. How many rainbow cards does it cost? 30. You go here, why isn't there anything for 30? Why does this thing give 28 and why does this one give 34? It makes absolutely no sense. This one should just give you 30 and that's it. There should be no reason that this one gives you 28. And again, I'll go over this when we talk about the response, but makes no sense. And then the final thing is the Novice Missions. So if you haven't checked it out, Novice Missions are on the right side over here. And they're just like your 7-day thing. These are here permanently. These are not going anywhere. But the thing I wanted to go over is that all the rewards are reduced. We get 1,000 less black cards compared to our Chinese and Japanese counterpart version of the games, because this costume at the end was supposedly a beta reward for China and Japan, or just Chinese version. Either way, this was a reward that only beta players could get. And let's say we're getting like 2,500 black cards in total. The CN version got 3,500. And they got this as a beta reward. So just keep that in mind. We're getting 2,500, they're getting 3,500. So that's like the big discrepancy, right? They're getting 1,000 more black cards than we got. And I'll explain more again when we get to that. So those are the three major differences. Is that less things on Novice Rewards, this event kind of sucks, and the top-ups make no sense, right? Like the pricing makes absolutely no sense. And those are the biggest things. So now we're going to minimize this and take a look at what they actually said. So we have a response from the devs. And there was also like big like Discord controversy. If you want to see the full stuff, I would suggest just going on the subreddit, Punishing Grey Raven, and scrolling through. There's plenty of stuff on here and on the mobile gacha subreddit that you'll see. But the general sentiment is that this response is poor. So let's break it down. What do we actually get from this response? I do not care about this top part. We're going to go break down like what do they actually address in the individual stuff. Energy recovery event. This one deserves an immediate apology. We didn't think through the design of the energy recovery event as thoroughly as we should have, and failed to clearly convey the rules to players. Because of this, it pushed players towards spending black cards or other real money currency items to claim all the rewards. This flies against the reputation we've established. Blah, blah, blah. While we're past the point that we can massively rebalance the event and rework the rewards, we will extend the event to ensure that players that log in daily will be able to earn sufficient cell batteries to claim more rewards. We have pushed the deadline back to this. Despite the extended time, some players may still have to spend a small amount of black cards or bonus battery tokens via gift packs to receive every reward from this event. So let me re-explain this. They're saying that we push back the deadline. We're giving you an extra 8 days. But that's probably not enough for you guys to finish anyways, and you're still going to have to spend black cards. Even though we say literally on line 2 or line 3, this flies against the reputation we've established in other regions for generous rewards through normal play. So they just contradict each other. Like in one sentence, they managed to contradict everything they just said before, which is great. Good job. This is pretty easy. Kabuki, if you guys follow him, managed to say the same thing. We're essentially on the same page on this, where they should have just given you more cell batteries. Just give us more cell batteries. There's no reason that you cannot finish the event without spending a single black card. You should just be able to finish the event without spending a single black card. And they can just do that, right? They can just give you more cell batteries. That's not anything hard. It's like, it's literally not hard at all. You know how you go in and you go check your mail? You go here and you claim like your daily stuff. There can just be mail here for every day for an extra like 100 cell batteries a day. They can just do that. It's not like physically limiting them. It's just a choice they decided not to do, right? There's no technical difficulties involved. You know, there's no PR or anything involved. It's just a choice that they decided this choice was the best for them rather than something else. Rainbow card and monthly pass pricing. I'm gonna skip through this. They pretty much saying that our solution is to introduce a new monthly pass seed that will cost exactly 28 rainbow coins, but it'll have less black cards to compensate for less rainbow cards, like for costing less rainbow cards. So what they're saying is, if I go here to top up and go to weekly pass reward, they're saying monthly pass A that gives us whatever the total amount is, right? Just think of a number. We'll just say 3,300, right? That's what the math seems like. They're saying that monthly pass C that they're going to create is going to cost 28 rainbow cards, but you're not going to get as many black cards because of it. So rather than changing this to cost 28 or changing this to be 30, they decided to do another stupid solution. So that's two. Novice mission rewards. They said that this code right here, this code was a beta reward that cost roughly 1,000 black cards. And only the Chinese beta players were able to get this code. So they decided that they would force this reward upon us. Keep in mind that this is not good reward, right? No one cares if it costs 1,000. It's like, you do not need this. This doesn't do anything for you. But they forced it upon us and then removed 1,000 black cards rather than keeping it as an option. Rather than just giving you the 1,000 black cards and saying that, hey, you can buy this if you choose to buy it. They're saying that, no, we're going to force this upon you and reduce your rewards. That is pretty much what they say here. They say that the original price of this coding was more than 1,000 black cards. We have tried to provide equal cash value between the rewards between regions. We have reduced the novice black card payout from 3,500 to 2,500. That's what they said, right? That's exactly what they said. There's a second page of stuff. I don't care that much. Exchange rates and taxes, yada yada. PC version's coming out. That's cool. Whatever. You can read this if you want, but these are the three main things. So my stance on it is a pretty bad response, right? I've been playing games for a while, right? Like, I've been playing these gacha games for a really long time, and when you play them, like, what is this? Like, we're pushing 5 years, right? That I've been playing different gacha games. When you've played them, especially as this like avid spender, like, I probably put, you know, an insane amount of money into these games, and I played them very closely. Some of the games that I've been like part of, like any games that have like close community managers type things, I've talked to, I've helped worked with, give feedback on dev stuff. And the thing is, like, I've seen so many other games rise and fall, and what makes a good game good and what makes a bad game bad. And this type of response is not good, right? It's like a mediocre response. Like, if you had a scale of 0 to 10, and 0 being my hero, the strongest hero, and 10 being whatever, like, this is like a 4, right? This is on the poorer side of responses. This is not that good. They pretty much did not do anything. There's no compensation provided. At the end of the day, this thing comes out. What did you get? Like, you log in tomorrow and they push out rewards. What do you get in your mailbox? Literally nothing. You haven't gotten a single thing for all the screw ups that they just did. All they did was extend the deadline, decide to make a worse monthly pass for you, and they didn't even do anything about the novice rewards. They just explained why they chose to make it worse. And that was it. Like, that's all this entire response said. And unfortunately, the game is phenomenal. This is an amazing game, but these decisions and like these type of choices just lead to really bad like reputation. And reputation is huge, right? Your reputation for the game is what makes the game survive. If people know this, like, my hero, the strongest hero, is like gone. That game is dead and buried, right? Unless they decide to do something crazy, like, they ruin that game. So I doubt they're going to ruin this game, but they are ruining the opportunity to make this a phenomenal game. And this is just going to be known as like a mediocre to good game, if they choose to continue making decisions like that. That's pretty much the point I wanted to make. Everyone's allowed to have their own opinion. You can side with the devs. You can say that, you know, what they're doing is great, give them a chance, yada yada. I'm just telling you from a realistic perspective, as someone who has seen multiple games just drop off the face of the earth because of things like this. That's really it. So I'm curious what everyone else thinks. This is a bit of a controversial topic. I'm gonna keep playing the game. I'm not dropping the game, right? In terms of making content on it, I'll see what I can. I would like to make a summon video next, so I'm just trying to save up some cards and do my summons. I'm gonna do about 20 summons here, so I'll have a video on that. I want to finish that. I want to get my S rank character and then do my selector. I really want, let's see, what's his name? Kamui, yeah. I really want Kamui. I think he's a cool character. I haven't tried everyone. I don't know if you can try everyone. I just know, like, I got to play as Kamui in the middle of as one of the missions that through the story, and I thought he was really cool. I do not care about who's better or not. I just want to play the characters that I find fun or the characters that I find cool. This game really does not care about min-maxing, like who's the best, who's the worst. It's just a PvE game. Play who you want, so on. But yeah, that'll be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. You got my take on the situation, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out.